In the 1980s, Britain was braced for the worst. That meant a network of early warning sirens, deep underground bunkers and a network of observation posts. Well, as a teenager, our very own Home and Security editor, Mark White, was one of those who volunteered to wait and watch in case the bomb dropped. Mark's alongside Kelvin Mackenzie, who's our studio guest throughout the course of the next hour, to reflect on a very different time, Mark.
Yeah, this was an organisation called the Royal Observer Corps that people may have heard of. First started in 1925. It was then tasked with looking for German aircraft coming across into UK airspace. But that squadron, after the Cold War, became involved in actually seeing what the situation would be when nuclear weapons came across, to try to measure the sort of the blast, the intensity of the blast, where the blasts were going off. So it was attached to the RAF, 10,500 volunteers. I was part of that. You wore an RAF uniform, very nice it was too.
And you'd be going underground.
You went underground.
GBNews are going to give you one.
I mean, we can play the pictures of the sorts of. No, we can't play the pictures. People can imagine climbing down.
Draw a picture.
Right. Imagine a little bunker about sort of 15 feet or so underground, concrete bunker, the size of a small bedroom. Really, it was. You'd struggle to get a double bed in there, and three people. You would take turns on shift. You would go down into the bunker and you'd have an array of equipment. I say an array of equipment. One to measure the intensity of a blast. Here you are. So you're going down into this underground concrete bunker. This is it, as I say, very small. There's a two-way communication that goes via landline to a control centre. There are bomb pressure measures, so you can sort of measure the intensity of the blast. And then you can also take photographs. You don't take photographs. You go down in the bunker when it's safe, when the blast has happened, before the radiation reaches you. You go back upstairs. You take the developing paper out. You bring it down. You develop it, and you look at where the blast was on the skyline. So there were a sort of a chain of these bunkers all around the country, and they would be able to triangulate where the weapon came down, what intensity the weapon was, what populations are at risk. It was frightening stuff.